So I'm usually a pretty big wuss when it comes to horror movies, but with it being spooky season, I thought I would be brave and branch out and watch some of them. So today I'm watching the 1989 film Puppet Master. My only real prediction going into this is that puppets will be involved, which seems like a very obvious guess, obviously with a title like Puppet Master. I don't know the cast, the director, the plot, anything like that. I love 80s movies and I love cheesy movies, so I'm hoping this has some cheesy elements involved. I don't know if these will be like hand puppets or more like ventriloquists. I'm not a big fan of ventriloquists or dolls or anything like in that category, so that'll probably be super creepy. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. The soundtrack already is sounding very like Carnival, and I don't recognize any of these actors. Barbara Crampton? Okay, I definitely recognize her. Yes! It's super creepy. I'm guessing this is the process of how the dolls are being made. Yeah, is this based on a book or anything like that? Comment below and let me know. I don't recognize the director's name. Bodega Bay. Is this an actual location? Comment below and let me know. Wasn't Bodega Bay also where they filmed Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds? I imagine that would be a very time-consuming process.
No.
Yep, and we've already got dolls moving on their own. Nah, this is gonna freak me out. Was that supposed to be like puppet POV?
On my life.
Oh, that's so creepy. He brings the dolls to life. No, sir, no.
I know they're coming. Don't worry.
Sad face. Oh my gosh. What else can he do if he can bring these things to life? Love a good secret passageway. That's fun. He's just gonna make his escape. Does he have a hook for a hand? Oh my gosh, that's a creepy doll. These guys with briefcases are reminding me of Dark City. He's got a knife for one hand and a hook for the other. Oh my god. He's a killing machine.
Here, Toulon.
No. This is gonna be very dark. Oh my god. Cheese and rice. Oh my god, what's happening here? That's a horrible way to wake up. Oh, leeches? Ew! As long as there's no clowns. Creepy dolls are one thing. If we start adding in clowns, I'm out. I was like, is something actually happening or is this part of her sales pitch? Yeah, I was like, that looks just like the hotel we're in.
Now commencing real-time thought transmission experiment, RT-638. Passive subject.
Thought transmission? Okay, interesting. Could be like Total Recall.
All right, Andrea, I want you to recreate in your mind your wildest sexual fantasy.
Oh my.
All right, Carissa? Begin sequence Now,
Or she's trying to read their minds?
No, not at all. I think Neil would appreciate that.
thank you.
Thank you.
They seem very suspicious. Something is up with those two, for sure.
Don't touch the body.
Why would they? Oh my gosh.
Sent that signal to us.
What are you doing?
Just making sure he is what he appears to be.
Oh no. Oh yeah! God, what a horrible sound. What else would she use that for? She just carries this thing around to pierce people's hearts. So decorative. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Hello, sweetheart. I bet you're starving to death.
She brought her taxidermy dog with her? Yeah, I'm guessing these guys are psychics or mediums or something like that. They even had a connection from Neil, and they're like, why didn't we know he had passed on?
Oh my God, Frankie.
What?
This is a movie star bed.
What is happening here?
2 famous movie stars had a wild night in this bed.
Oh my.
Stop it.
She can experience everything that happened in the past? I'm sorry, what? What is this thing? What just crawled out of the coffin? Oh my gosh.
Enough times.
Now that doesn't sound like the Gallagher we all know.
It definitely feels more like a soap opera. It's pretty slow so far, but I'm curious to see where it's gonna go.
Marriage, he spent most of his time supervising construction all over the place. They really tore it apart.
Was he looking for something? Hmm?
And for the next year, he spent almost every day locked up with his work.
Maybe he found what he was looking for?
I prefer to think of myself as a nasty bitch.
That's enough, Dana.
Well, at least she's honest about who she is, you know?
We're here, so I continue the pitiful charade for the grave and widow.
This is not going well. This is going horribly.
Oh, you're some piece of work.
The acting is so bad. I'm just, it's so ridiculous. Now for the dramatic exit, where you're comforted by the new friend.
I don't know what's wrong with her. She usually isn't like this.
Really? She's not.
That the Egyptians had developed a secret method of giving life to inanimate figurines.
Why do we need the slow-mo of him eating shrimp?
Your husband locate the last true alchemist of modern times, a famous puppet master of the 20s.
Hey, that's the name of the movie.
Car, tell you who owns it, sit on a bed and tell you its entire history.
That would be a weird and probably uncomfortable skill.
Dream.
Everybody dreams.
Sure, but not about things to come.
Okay, I'm glad we're getting a little bit more of the backstory, because we literally knew nothing about these characters.
Maybe I need a day off.
That'd be so creepy. I definitely feel like this will be more creepy horror as opposed to like terrifying, scary horror. Oh, it's this thing from the coffin. The tiny head turtleneck man. That's what I'm calling him. Oh god, not the fire poker! That was so fake. Oh my god, I love it. The one bonk on the head. They need a different exterior shot. They've used that same exterior shot of the hotel for every time we've seen it. Just pick a different angle. Oh my. Someone had a good time in the bathtub, I'm guessing.
By Neil Gallagher. And that young wife of his, of course.
Why does he want to know about... Oh my god. That's gross. It's like, oh, see if you can pick up on our friend. Ew. Cue the creepy puppet by the window. Oh, he's coming in. The bloody chicken foot.
Thanks.
He's like, yeah, great, super.
Principal psychometric subject. We're about to embark on sexual experiment number 517A.
Oh my.
Hopefully we'll be opening up a channel to Neil Gallagher.
By reenacting sex he had with his wife? What?
AIDS and certain assorted apparatus.
Oh my. Who is he taking these notes for? Himself for later?
Transcriber. File under personal documentation and be sure to annotate the location.
That poor transcriber. Wouldn't they be able to sense it? Like, I know they've had dreams and stuff about it, but they seem unaware of these attacks that are looming. It is weird to see this POV like a foot off the ground.
Leroy, there's gonna be a lot of changes in the next 24 hours.
Is she hoping to bring her dog back to life? So he's somehow been just hiding out in this hotel for the past however many years. I'm guessing that's what Neil found, was that trunk with all these puppets in it. There's some thin walls, man. Cheese and rice. It's definitely a very creepy looking doll, or puppet. It's like, if only I was taller, this would be so much easier to seek my revenge. Yeah, and just like the black, like empty eye sockets, so creepy. Oh, he does have eyes! And they're like, I don't even know what you would call, oh my. They're like spears coming out of his eyes. We all know in horror movies, it's the first ones that have sex that get killed off. And it's just to see his shadow in the door. Oh my, who's this? What is this thing? Oh! Oh my god, what is this? Oh! And like a drill on his head? Oh my god. Just the squishy sounds and the bloody hand. Da 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 da. Well, that's gonna ruin the sheets for sure. Oh.
Is the joke right?
He only made puppets that are meant to kill. Da 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 da. So sinister. And now he's just stuck there waiting to find out that she's dead under the bed. Oh my god.
Carissa, you know I have no sense of humor.
What?
You know, you really had me going there.
This is so bizarre. This puppet's just, having her way with him, and he doesn't know what's happening. Oh my god. This is so bizarre. Oh no. She has a tongue? These puppets are effed up. Oh my god, what's that? What the frick is this thing? Cheese and rice. Those sounds don't mean what you think it means, bud. Oh my god, what's happening? It's the leeches! It's the leeches he was dreaming about. Oh my god. She just puked up a leech.
AIDS, huh? What is that?
I mean, maybe for some people, but that's a distinct group, I think. Ew! You think that would hurt? Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Carissa, stop that! Carissa!
That's gonna take a long time for him to If this is how they're planning on killing him, it's gonna be hours. If not days. Oh, one eye open! So gross! And he's actually dying via leech. Oh my god! What kind of puppet is this? Why did she have to throw them up? There had to be an easier way. Oh my god. That was horrific.
Well, Frank and Carissa are trying to rearrange the walls in the room.
Hello.
Wondering.
I was hoping we could do a little rearranging of the walls ourselves.
Oh my.
It's just me and you, Leroy.
Best acting so far goes to Leroy and the leeches.
Very much, but he's all right. Now you just sit down and you stay like a good boy.
That is so effing messed up. Could you imagine just the body of your dead friend is just sitting up in a chair in your room? That's so creepy. Ah, the little ankles. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Guys, give me like Pet Cemetery flashbacks. Oh! Why does he have like human hands, but the tiniest head? Like adult size, like human hands, but a tiny, tiny head. Oh! It's kind of reminded me of the guy from Umbrella Academy. Here's Tiny Head. Slowest chase scene ever. Oh, he's picking up speed. Oh, punches her. How rude. Oh, bye. Oh, that's a cool shot. I wonder how many times they had to do that. This guy's the one you gotta watch out for. Yeah. Every part of his body is a weapon. Somehow, yeah, he's already be at the bottom of the stairs. He's gotta stop punching people. Oh my god. Yeah, she's like, I can throw your whole body, so... Oh my god. When tiny puppets attack! Of course, the reflection in the blade. Dun 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 dun. It's giving me... Oh! Dressed to kill flashbacks. Ah! Body count is adding up real fast. Oh no! This guy's sick. Oh my god. Bye, Dana. This is very creepy indeed. And this is what he saw in his dreams. Something. Them dancing. Yeah, this is what he saw. Yep, there he is. That would be so creepy to see exactly what you had just dreamed about right in front of you. Unless this is a dream too. Who knows? He was sleeping when she woke him up, so maybe, yeah, this is just a part of his dream. I feel like they played the same song throughout the entire movie as well. It sounds like the song we had at the beginning.
You can't save her, Alex.
That's exactly what he said before! Oh my god! That's so messed up. The heads of his friends just in his bed. Oh my god, that was creepy.
Alex? Wake up!
I feel like it would be hard to know when you're sleeping and when you're dreaming, and especially if you have such vivid dreams like this.
I want you to come with me.
No, we just did this!
I couldn't sleep. Something about Neil's death was really bothering me.
You must just always feel like you're having deja vu.
Their master, and with me they are harmless, but I fear what they are capable of if placed in the wrong hands.
Oh, shoot. I was gonna say, is the elevator not working? But we know Dana's in the elevator. Suspicious placed candles. Oh my god, they put the bodies back at the table. That's so messed up. Oh my god. And he's smiling. Oh no. Oh god. Yes, at the very least.
On my account, are you?
What? Neil's the evil puppet master. This is a gruesome dinner party. My god.
You're dead.
Yes, I am.
And he brought himself back to life?
What's the matter, Alex? You're not getting slow on me, are you?
That would be so bizarre.
Let me explain.
Please do. Somebody needs to.
Something that you are not capable of. I'm much stronger now than I ever was in life.
What a frickin' creep. Yeah.
Besides,
So you could kill them and bring them back to life?
tired of experimenting with silly little wooden puppets.
Oh god, no. They're like, the outrage! How dare you attack one of our own! Whoa! That's creepy. The 3-part phase always freaks me out. That's so weird.
I wasn't the first human experiment. The first experiment was on her parents.
What? What? No!
And Megan, she was so young, so easy to win over.
Oh my god, this guy sucks! What an asshole. Get him!
But to kill them, it was a small price to pay to live forever.
Bastard!
Oh, oh god! Yeah, my thoughts exactly, puppet. Like they're gonna turn on the puppet master. Oh god! Yeah! Sad face indeed, puppet. Oh, bonked him. Oh, he just loves punching people. Oh! This elevator's seen a lot already. Oh no.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Open that door, you little creep.
Oh my god. No, I don't think that'd be a big fire. I'm very curious about how they did the puppets, if it was stop motion or if they had an actual like puppeteer on set.
Oh no, you don't. I'm a master.
Oh my god! That sound! Just decapitated him.
I'll get you, Alex.
Oh, the back of the leg! Yaga! That would friggin' kill. Yo, you get the bone grinding around. Just out of reach. That would be a disadvantage of being a foot tall for sure. Oh, yes, this guy. His creepy smile. No! Ooh! Get off his fingers! Yep. Say goodbye, Neil. One by one, just knocks them off. Oh my god! What is that? They like embalming fluid because he's dead? Ew. Ew. He loves it. Ooh! They're gonna tear him limb from limb. What a horrible way to go. Yep.
Things will be different.
No. Oh! Oh my, the leech lady's back. What a slow and horrible way to die. Your puppet's tacked against you. Yeah. Oh, the hook in the mouth. Ew, she's gonna leech into his mouth. Ew, oh god, that's so horrible. Oh god, who was in charge of shooting the leeches out? Because they look real. Ew, ew, ew. Oh god, I'm gonna puke. Oh my god. So much for living for forever, bud. Poor Megan. Oh! Oh god, that's horrible. I don't think he's coming back from that one, folks. This dog friggin' blinks or something. Oh my god. Yep, and it's alive. Leroy? Yep, there we go. Okay, Leroy. So is she the new puppet master now? Because she can bring things back to life? What? Oh my god. Assassin number 1. Okay, puppets and miniatures. Okay, cool. I love practical effects, so anytime I get to see that, that's so awesome. Puppeteers. Okay, cool. And animators. So that was my first time watching the 1989 film Puppet Master. It was definitely more of a slower burn. We spend the first hour basically just setting everything up and learning a little bit about the pieces. There was a few scenes where they kind of explained things, but I feel like this was based on a book or a short story or anything like that. Comment below and let me know. We didn't even find out the names of the puppets until the end credits, so that's why I think they would have been based on a book, because they would have assumed the audience would know who these characters are. I was just giving them names as I went along because I had no idea what they were supposed to be called. It was interesting to start off the film in the past. We get to learn the history of this puppet master and these characters, and obviously Neil had very evil intentions with these puppets and was tired of bringing them back to life, so decided to switch to humans. And even the way they ended the film with Megan bringing Leroy the dog back to life, it felt like they were setting it up for a sequel. So yeah, comment below if there are sequels or remakes or anything like that. I know this came out a little while ago, and I thought it was interesting how the soul of the puppet master transfers to the puppets. So, you know, if you have good intentions, the puppets will be well behaved, and if you're evil like Neil was, then the puppets will go out and do harm. But also, who created the puppets to be like that? Like, they had knives for hands and hooks, and the girl who was puking up leeches. They were obviously designed to do harm. Like, these weren't friendly puppets. It was a relatively short timeline for the film as well. We had, you know, the cast all in one location, basically at this Bodega Bay hotel, and took place over one night. Everybody gets there, and then less than 48 hours, basically, you know, Alex is the only one walking out of the door. Everybody else was killed off. I love practical effects, so it was so cool to see that it was actual puppeteers involved. It did say puppet animation as well, so I don't know if that was done on a computer, if there was stop motion involved, but so cool. And I feel like the puppets looked super creepy. The one who had just like the really dark, you know, empty eye sockets, as he had like drills coming out of his eye, eyes, terrifying. Even though they would be, small puppets and a human would be bigger than them, they would still be so creepy. And we obviously saw they can do a lot of damage, as we had, the multiple attacking people at once, and that scene with Neil dying in the elevator at the end, which was so gross. There was definitely not a lot of blood and guts. There was a few, but even we had some deaths occur, off camera when that girl is killed under the bed. We don't really see it. We just kind of hear it. And then having them all at the dinner table, it was just like the one little slash of blood, or there was blood in his mouth. And I find some horror movies kind of go over the top with that, which can be entertaining, but I feel like it kind of loses the scary factor because you just get so numb to it. I definitely did find this scary. Some parts I was laughing because I thought they were being a bit ridiculous, and it was definitely super creepy. I like the concept of, this group of psychics or people with intuitive abilities going to this hotel and trying to figure out if Neil found this thing that they were all looking for, and they all had their own connection to Neil as well, and the fact that all their abilities, were slightly different. Alex had the ability to dream and see things that were going to happen in the future. Dana, had her witchcraft, and that other girl could sense what had happened in the room and would physically feel it, which I don't think I'd want that ability. That I think would be very bizarre. And Dana was right. Teresa should have stayed away from the fireplace. That's where we saw she was killed off by the puppet, and then Neil brought her back to life as well. I definitely feel like Neil's intention was to bring his friends back to life at some point, or maybe he just wanted to bring them there to kill them off to prove that he could. I definitely felt bad for Megan's character though. She marries this guy, he kills her parents, and now has this hotel to run by herself, and then also just witnessed these 3 horrible murders. I just felt so bad for her, but again, with her at the end, it definitely alludes to her being the puppet master now, so yeah, I'm very curious to see if there is sequels, if that's where the storyline goes, if it continues with her. I think the 2 most gruesome scenes in this were Neil's death scene as he's slowly being attacked by everybody and they're holding his mouth open and then puking leeches into his mouth. So gross. I was definitely gagging, and I was like, this is so disturbing. And he's obviously awake, he knows what's happening to him, and he can't do anything by it. He's outpowered by these 4 puppets basically, and just the concept of the puppets getting their revenge on the puppet master and rebelling against him. And the scene with the leeches I think was also pretty disturbing, and him thinking it's something else that's happening because he can't see what's happening, and the audience can see what's happening obviously, and just the fact that he's like, oh wait a minute, the slow realization that this isn't what he thought it was, and that his partner is, dead under the bed, and he also has no idea. I saw the name Charles Band in the credits, and I definitely recognized that name. I feel like I've seen his work in another movie, and I love practical effects, so it was so cool to see that puppets were involved, and miniatures, and even though with this movie coming out in the 80s, the puppets didn't look super dated. I liked some, the bigger features, and even the fact that one had just a drill for a head, and just the fact that someone thought about taking puppets but then turning them into weapons basically. And it's not even just the puppets are attacking, the puppets are physically altered to be weapons. The only name I recognized in the credits was Barbara Crampton, who just had a very quick scene, but yeah, comment below where would I know anybody from. It definitely felt like more of a low-budget horror movie, and I don't mean that in a negative way, that was just my perception of it. I like that we had that intro, the backstory with the original puppet master, or maybe there was somebody before him as well, I don't know, but we didn't learn a ton about the backstory of the characters. We did have that one scene where Alex is kind of explaining everything, which I think we needed because they had been very vague up until that point, to be like, oh, we'll find what Alex was looking for. We didn't really know where the story was gonna go. It definitely had a slower pace, and I feel like the last half an hour obviously is where we saw, everything coming together and everything happening, and I thought the acting wasn't great. It definitely felt pretty cheesy, which I love cheesy movies, but like I said, I don't recognize any of these actors, so I don't know if this was their first film or if they're just mostly known for doing kind of B movies. I definitely feel like for the soundtrack they used the same song throughout the entire movie, which was still very creepy. I don't really like dolls or ventriloquist dolls or clowns, and it was definitely giving me more of a carnival feel, which we did have one scene at the carnival, but in my mind I was kind of anticipating this whole movie would take place at a carnival because puppets, I would just associate that with the carnival, and just this concept of Neil's character wanting to live forever, which we have seen in more vampire themed movies because they get to live forever forever, but the fact that he was doing it with this ancient Egyptian curse or method and was trying to use these puppets to test out his ability to bring things back to life, and it said you could bring any inanimate object back to life, which would have been interesting. And we don't really see the puppets that much, even for them being, the main villains, and Neil throughout this movie. We don't see the puppets very much, and when we do, it's quick little shots here and there, or we had that puppet POV long shot, at the intro of him running through the hotel at the beginning, trying to get back to, the puppet master Andre, and it was definitely interesting because you're so close to the ground. Like, it wasn't at a height where you'd be like, okay, this is a person walking through. It was so low to the ground. The only way you could get that angle is if you're trying to capture, the POV of the puppet, which I thought was interesting, and this, frantic sounds of him running and even breathing, and, I thought they did an interesting job with the sound design and having him try to get in at the last minute to save, the puppet master, be like, they're coming to get you. Those guys with the briefcases were trying to steal the secrets of the puppet master, I guess. Again, it would be something that if it got into the wrong hands, like Neil's that we saw, it would go very, very badly, having this ability to bring things back to life. We didn't hear the puppets actually talk at any point. They kind of made some mumbling sounds, and we obviously heard them breathing and stuff when they were running too, so I thought that was interesting. I definitely feel like Neil was our main villain. He is by far the bad guy in this, but he's using the puppets to help execute, his plan, and to not have them talk and just kind of have all of their story be told through actions. Overall, I thought it was super creepy, definitely not scary. I don't know that I would watch this again right away, but if there are sequels or remakes or anything like that, let me know in the comments. The concept of these puppets coming back to life, Neil wanting to live forever. There was that leech lady, which will haunt my dreams forever. That last scene with Neil was horrific, and having his fingers sliced off one by one. And then I thought it was funny the way the puppet just kind of like, oh, I don't need these anymore, and just knocks them off the edge. I thought that was funny. And at first it was like, why is, he's spurting green goo out of his fingers? Then I remembered that he is in fact dead, and it wouldn't be blood, as he would have been embalmed, as he died, and they were preparing him for the funeral. Definitely a creepy concept. Definitely had a few scenes that will stick with me for a while, but thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for movies you think I should watch, please comment below, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Do you have a hook for a hand? Oh my gosh, that's a creepy doll. She just carries this thing around to pierce people's hearts. She brought her taxidermy dog with her. What just crawled out of the coffin? Oh my gosh. Why do we need the slow-mo of him eating shrimp? The bloody chicken foot? It's like, if only I was taller. This would be so much easier to seek my revenge. She just puked up a leech.